After the Siege of Osaka, hundreds of thousands of Ronin vanished from the stage of history. Behind this disappearance lay surprising measures orchestrated by the Tokugawa shogunate and the harsh choices made by individual Ronin. At the conclusion of the summer siege of Osaka, their number was said to be as high as 500,000. But why did they not ignite a massive rebellion? In fact, this was deeply intertwined with the shogunate's clever governance and changes in social structure. Where did they go, and what did they become? In this video, we will unravel 3 key points: the background behind the rise of Ronin, the Tokugawa shogunate's specific and ingenious countermeasures, and the surprising fate they met. Let us now delve into the truth of the 500,000 Ronin who disappeared into the shadows of history. The main feature also details their survival strategies, which resonate even in modern society. The series of conflicts, from the Battle of Sekigahara to the Siege of Osaka, tore many samurai from their homes, drastically altering their destinies. Warriors on the defeated Western Army side, and those loyal to the Toyotomi clan, lost their lords and their livelihoods. These were the individuals known as Ronin. They were not mere unemployed individuals. They possessed samurai pride, knowledge of warfare, and above all, the power to fight, making them a troublesome presence. For the Tokugawa shogunate, aiming for an era of peace, dealing with this vast powder keg was an urgent challenge. Initially, the shogunate strictly controlled Ronin, restricting their influx into urban areas. This was a natural measure for maintaining public order. However, punishing hundreds of thousands of Ronin was impossible. The shogunate began to seek different, more ingenious solutions. One such solution was the encouragement of new land development. By cultivating vast lands and engaging in agriculture, new livelihoods were provided for Ronin. Furthermore, the shogunate encouraged other daimyo families to take in or newly employ Ronin, who appeared when a daimyo family was dispossessed or had their domain reduced. While the shogunate was wary of allowing Tozuma outer daimyo to increase their military strength by employing Ronin, they encouraged Fudai, hereditary, daimyo, and emerging clans to do so. Yet not everyone could abandon the samurai path. Many could not discard their pride and skills. So where did they go? Beyond the paths provided by the shogunate, Ronin found new ways to live on their own. Some, whose swordsmanship was valued, became dojo masters or bodyguards for other domains. Some were even hired by the shogunate itself as fencing instructors. Their samurai education and knowledge were utilized in unexpected ways. Many pursued scholarship, becoming doctors, Confucian scholars, or haikai poets. They applied the observation skills, analytical prowess, and mental fortitude honed in the Sengoku period to entirely different fields, becoming proponents of new culture. However, not all Ronin achieved such splendid transformations. Many faced a harsher reality. Countless Ronin struggled, unable to find stable employment. At times, they risked forming outlaw groups, disrupting public order. The shogunate, wary of this, strictly monitored the activities of Ronin through the city magistrate's office, *Machibujiosho*, and temple and shrine magistrate's office, *Jisha Bugyo*. It is said that an informant system was also introduced. Moreover, the shogunate implemented a policy of newly employing Ronin as gokunin, housemen, and hatamoto, bannerets. Through this, Ronin regained their samurai status and were integrated into the shogunate's administrative structure. This policy achieved a dual purpose: preventing Ronin rebellions and bringing them under the shogunate's control. However, not everyone chose this path. Some, it is said, deliberately sought freedom as Ronin. As drifters who relied solely on their skills to navigate the world, they sometimes dabbled in gambling houses and the underworld. These outlaw Ronin sometimes earned the support of commoners as righteous bandits, but they were always a threat to the shogunate. Ultimately, the Ronin problem after the Siege of Osaka did not escalate into widespread social unrest due to the shogunate's clever divide-and-conquer strategy and the diverse choices available to the Ronin themselves. However, the Ronin problem was not entirely resolved. Hereditary Ronin, who passed down their status through generations, also existed. As an era of peace continued, opportunities to utilize samurai skills diminished, further weakening their reason for existence. As a result, many Ronin became farmers or townspeople, or were absorbed into the lower ranks of society as low-ranking samurai. Their disappearance from the stage of history was not a literal extinction, but rather a result of diverse reorganization. Japanese society after the Siege of Osaka avoided large-scale chaos thanks to the strong centralized system established by Tokugawa Ieyasu and his skillful manipulation of public sentiment. Yet, behind this lay the struggles and efforts of countless Ronin, who cast aside their samurai pride and sought new ways of life. Their existence vividly illustrates how people lived at a major turning point in history: the end of the Sengoku period and the dawn of Edo. Where did the hundreds of thousands of Ronin go after the Siege of Osaka? The answer is that they transcended this samurai framework and integrated into society in various forms. They did not disappear. They transformed into different forms, becoming a presence that supported the peace and stability of the Edo period from behind the scenes. The background of the Ronin's emergence was the collapse of samurai status guarantees following the end of major conflicts like Sekigahara and the Siege of Osaka. Specific countermeasures by the Tokugawa shogunate included encouraging new land development, promoting their employment by other domains, and incorporating them into the shogunate's direct retainers as Gokunin and Hatamoto. And the fate that the Ronin followed was extremely diverse. Transformation into farmers or townspeople, cultural figures like doctors and scholars, or a fresh start as low-ranking samurai. The Tokugawa shogunate's governing power resolved the problem of an enormous number of 500,000 Ronin not by military force, but by integrating them into the social system. And one cannot help but feel the strong will of the Ronin, who, amidst their lost pride and livelihoods, continued to search for a way to survive.
History still hides untold stories. Subscribe for more forgotten history.